here again for some more UCPW reaction, and I would like to thank everybody for coming over, because tonight is that time again, baby. It's one night. Welcome everybody to UCPW, one night only, Turning Point. As always, I am alongside with my colleague Neo tonight, and I tell you what, we are going to be stacked with a whole bunch of matches here tonight.
That is right, as we have a big card top to bottom, and we have the UCW World Champion Bobby Roode in the main event tonight. So this is definitely gonna be huge.
Yeah, right, my friend. So let's not waste any more time and head into our next match, as we will see the Steiner brothers reunite here tonight, as they actually defend the UCPW Tag Team Championship against the team of two members in the Best in World Series, and that is apparently Batista and Randy Orton. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's actually get this matchup started. And actually, let's get this matchup started as we start things off with our first match. Like we said, two men will actually face off each other. Yeah, two men will face off. Two men who have been in the Best in the World Series and have been on a roll ever since. And now I've actually told them to put their differences aside for the Best in the World Series for tonight, Victory Road. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna. I told them I'll give them a title shot, and I told them to put their differences aside. They agreed to it, so now they are gonna be competing for the tag titles here tonight. But the question remains: can Batista and Randy Orton actually cooperate here tonight after after competing in multiple matches in the Best in the World Series? I mean, it's anybody's game, because as of for tonight, Victory Road here in Richmond, Virginia, about close side of my colleague right here, almost a few hours away from my colleague, I believe. And right now, and you see right there, the crowd is hyped up. Batista is the first man to enter here in the arena. And Batista right now, he looks super ready. He knows what's at stake right now. And if you were both Batista and Randy Orton, who's had a tremendous role in the Best in the World Series, how would you feel? And how would you feel if you had to have these two cooperate and able to get the tag titles?
Well, Batista and Randy Orton, at one point they were teaming up, but that was years ago. They now have had a rivalry in some sort. Now they're in the Best in the World Series, so there always is that competition factor between these two superstars. But these two are some of the best professional as possible. So maybe they'll be able to put their difference, able to take away those UCPW tag team titles from the reuniting Steiner brothers.
Right, you are, my friends. Right, you are, my friend. But like we said, let's talk about how the Steiner brothers actually are reuniting here tonight. It all started back at season 3. Apparently, Steiner said that he would be taking a break, so I had to find a replacement, and that was Booker T. Booker T and Steiner have been on a roll. Booker T and Scott have been on a roll, and it's been a bit of a rivalry between American Alpha, but until Scott said that he got a call from his, friend, a relative of his, that he would be returning soon. And apparently at a live event, off camera, Rick Steiner made his return to UCPW, and apparently Booker T has agreed to terms that he he agreed to the Steiners that he should give back to what was rightfully theirs, so the Steiner brothers are back with the UCPW Tag Team Championships. Now, if you were both the Steiner brothers, both Rick and Scott, how would you actually try to cooperate on trying to get the on trying to retain the tag titles here tonight?
Well, we have to see if Rick Steiner still has ring rust from not competing in UCPW for a little bit. So that's definitely a play. And also, the Steiner brothers are maybe at a slight disadvantage because they haven't had any really team experience ever since returning to UCPW. So that definitely will play into this match as well. But we'll see if the Steiners can be able to cooperate as a unit and walk.
Maybe, but here he is, Rick Steiner himself, back and better than ever, and he is back with the precious championship that he holds with his brother, and that right there is what it's all about. Both tag titles on the line against two men who know each other very well, both out of UCPW scripts and in the Best in the World series. Both Orton and Batista need to have a strategy to try and gain those tag titles. And plus, if actually Batista and Orton can actually gain the UCPW Tag Team Championships, they will be the first ever team they would actually be the first two members in the Best in World Series to actually walk in with the tag titles. As see right here, the Steiners might be looking at those championships for the last time. Everybody knows what's at stake, and this matchup will start. And it looks like Batista and Scott will start things off, and this matchup is underway. It's a collar elbow tie-up right here between Batista and Steiner. Batista's got Steiner in the corner. You see right there, showing a bit of sportsmanship, backing off. And now Scott Steiner right now picking up Batista and just slamming him down for a bit of a backbreaker right there. Steiner picking up, and he tosses Batista. And yet he's apparently looks like he's trying to work on Batista's back from Scott Steiner. You see right there, he's doing those vintage bench presses. Question is, if Scott knows on what it's like to be in the ring, but the question is, does Rick Steiner still have what it takes to actually teaming up with his brother here tonight? That we'll have to find out. But you see right here, Batista is trying to get back in it here tonight. You have to possess a different type of focus to punish at the same time, now Batista, now he's just double axe handle on the floor to Scott Steiner right now. Now he's trying to work on the side of Scott Steiner's neck, but it looks like Scott's getting back in it. Now those two straight up punches. Looked like he was going for a kick, but the Batista reverses with a huge clothesline. And it looks like out of the blue already, Scott Steiner actually tags in Rick Steiner already at the start of the back. 2 shoulder tackles by, made that 3 shoulder tackles by Rick Steiner already. Rick Steiner showing that he's still got it here in the UCPW arena. Scott Batista, and just dropping him on the top rope in the fisherman's carry right there. Fireman's carry. Now Batista clawing to get back up. No, it looks like Steiner's trying to pick it back up, but Batista gets him back up. Now Luthez pressed by. Now Batista staring into the eyes of Rick Steiner. Now he tags in Randy Orton. As we know from Batista and Orton, these two men, like I said, these two have been on fire ever since the whole Best in the World series started. Now, we all know that Batista is tied. Question is, if Randy was, let's just say that Batista and Orton had the tag titles and they had to compete each other in the Best in the World Series, how would that even lead into their match? If these two square
It probably would. That match would probably be added with a stacked competition, knowing that both of them are tag team champions. But who knows? That match also might start some dissent between the two members because of the tag team titles. You're trying to see what Team Hell No suffered back a couple of years ago in WWE. This might happen to Batista and Randy Orton, where they're arguing who is the tag team champion.
Well, we never know because like I said before, Orton, so far, Batista is tied with Goldberg in the lead in the Best in the World Series, and Orton, he is stuck a few points behind with 21 points. At the same time, it's a close game between Batista and Orton in the Best in the World Series. At the same time, these two will have to put their differences aside for now. And see right here, Rick Steiner is trying to get back in a huge mid-rope bulldog to Randy Orton. Looks like Batista was distracting ref. 1, 2, and 2. Randy Orton kicks out. Looks like Steiner showing that he's still got it in here. Now he tags in Scott. Going for a mid-rope double axe handle to the arm of Randy Orton. Now Steiner just drops, but Orton with that atomic drop.
Every step Randy Orton takes has a purpose. Every moment has a meaning.
And now Steiner, as you see, he's picking Orton back up, but Orton reverses with that huge uppercut. What a huge slam that was by Randy Orton to Scott Steiner. Both teams are looking good, but it looks like Orton could be looking for an end right here as he going for that striking DDT to Scott Steiner on the head. And now it looks like Randy's looking to finish it off right here at the start of the bat. And now RKO! RKO to Scott Steiner by Randy Orton. Go for the pin. 1. And no, and now Rick Steiner breaks it up, and Batista looks like he's going for a suplex. But Rick reverses him with a suplex of his own belly-to-belly suplex. Orton almost ended it right there, like that, with a huge strike in RKO, but no, it looks like Orton's trying to have a confrontation with Rick Steiner, but Steiner reverses with a little sunset flip on the apron, and now he's just choking the living heck, and just tossing Randy out of the ring. Rick Steiner right here, showing that he still got it in the UCPW arena, and yeah, you see right there, Steiner, Rick, and you see Scott Steiner taunting at the corner. Batista's down, Orton's down. The Steiners are in control right now.
The challenger in some big trouble here. Looks like he's starting to feel the pressure of competing in this championship match. I think he's
now Rick, he was going for a move, but Randy reverses. Now he's going after Scott. No, Scott Steiner with a belly right there. Now Batista's taunting and looking into the eyes of Scott Steiner to stop it, and refs at a count of 4 right now. Throwing Scott Steiner back in. Orton with a huge strike. Rick Steiner is thrown in there. And now Orton is just furious right now. Oh, and looks like Rick Steiner accidentally hit the ref, but now Randy with a comeback with those 2 clotheslines and a scoop slam. Now Randy has Steiner in the submission, but the ref is down. Now the ref's back up right now. It looks like Scott Steiner reverses, picking up Randy right now. Just striking him down. What a huge beat to the chest of Randy Orton. Orton reverses with a huge clothesline. Let's see what he did there, Ross. Now Randy going for a huge strike in the back. And now he's going for a back suplex. Looks like the Steiners were a bit on the roll, but now it looks like Orton is trying to strike back here. Hugh Orton. It was in that 2-on-1 situation that he was a few moments ago. And how would you want to cooperate if it was in that situation?
Well, that would be a tough situation. That would be definitely not been probably the best situation. But who knows? They could have been able to overcome them. We
Maybe,
might
but
see that
now,
again.
maybe, but right now, Randy Orton looks like he's trying to go for it again. RKO yet again, a second RKO. Rick back in the ring, one, and he accidentally he broke the pin up, but he accidentally hit the ref yet again. And now he just scoop slammed Batista, rolling. Now Batista's rolling now. Orton, he's gotta be super furious about this.
Hold on, guys. This isn't good. No question about it, Cole.
Orton, he's got Steiner at the top. He's got Scott. What's he doing? Looks like he's going for a back suplex off the top rope, and it connects.
The tag team scene here in WWE.
Orton with a huge back suplex on the top rope. Connects, and now he's working on the arm of Scott Steiner. See right there, Randy Orton. You can see in his eyes that he wants to get those tag titles. But apparently it's being caused by Rick Steiner actually breaking the pin. But now Scott with a huge, now he went for a huge clothesline, knocking Randy Orton to the outside. Now Scott Steiner working on Randy Orton, now throwing him back into the, with a huge elbow on the apron. Batista waiting anxiously to get back in it, but now looks like Scott's trying to work on Orton's leg. Picking Orton up to his, picking up Orton, bring him up. What's he could be going for right here? Looks like he's, oh, and what a suplex by Scott Steiner. Oh, and an elbow. Scott's picking up Randy, but now Randy connects. He reverses, going for a huge DDT. As you hear the crowd, people are cheering for an RKO. They want to see a third RKO to Scott Steiner, but the question is, will that be able to happen? As you see right here, Randy Orton actually going in for again. Another striking DDT. Randy Orton right now, being the legal man, is getting everything ready. And he might be setting it up soon. He might be going for a third RKO soon to Scott Steiner. No, looks like he was going for a strike, but Scott versus. Now Randy picking him up. Oh, and one move right there by Randy Orton. Going for the pin right now. 1, 2, and a 2 count. Scott Steiner kicks out. Back and forth contest right here. Now you're into the Steiner's position that they're currently at. How would you want to cooperate with this? As you see right here, Scott Steiner now just striking him with that huge power driver, and now going for the pin. 1, 2, and Batista breaks it up.
He's taking a long time to get up, guys.
And now Scott Steiner's focusing on Batista. Orton's down. Working on the leg. No, it reverses. One reverses, and now with a huge strike, no. Oh, it looks like Steiner has Randy on his shoulders, but Randy reverses, and an RKO! A third RKO! That busted Scott Steiner open. This could be in 1, 2, and Randy Orton, Batista has done it! Batista and Randy Orton has just won the UCPW Tag Team Championships with that third vicious RKO. Looks like right here, Randy Orton was the only man that did most of the damage here in this match. Now, if you were in the eyes of Batista, how would you feel after all of this?
Well, maybe that was a strategy of Batista, maybe to get ahead up in the Best of the World Series by having Randy Orton possibly get fatigued during this matchup. That way, if it was the Best of the World Series later on, Randy Orton might be still feeling the effects of this matchup, and Batista could easily take advantage and keep his point advantage from the lead.
Well, now as you see right there, we now have new UCPW Tag Team Champions, and their names are Batista and the Viper, Randy Orton. Now they carry on into the Best in the World Series with those coveted Tag Team Championships congratulations to both Randy Orton and Batista on getting those tag team championships. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's head into our next match where we will be seeing some women's action here tonight, in which we will see 3 women that we haven't seen already in season 3, but now they're gonna make their name after this match. As you see right here, it will be I see what you're saying, Ross. I see right here tonight, like I said, is a match. We already kicked things off here tonight with that huge UCPW Tag Team Championship match, but now let's get this next matchup started, as we will see some triple threat women's action, as we will actually see Brie Bella actually take on Nikki Cross and Dana Brooke, which this will be a coming. What a matchup this will be. What you got? You got playing names for Batista. I can see that. Ross, I can see the blue Batista. I saw sub Batista. Every referee gets in the way since 2001. Yes, they have. But now the question is, how can the Steiner brothers actually, gain their momentum back after just losing tag team titles?
We'll have to see what's next for the Steiner brothers in UCPW. Try to maybe as soon as possible they'll try to get a tag team rematch with Batista and Randy Orton.
Maybe.
So new champions come up. We'll have to see the situation with the Steiner brothers. Rick Steiner just returned and did not so well as people I think thought he would do. So this we'll have to see.
Maybe, but now, as you see right here, ladies and gentlemen, Brie Bella is here in the arena, in the UCPW arena right now, and she's gonna be looking away to actually win. It's a disadvantage on all these women right here, but right now, tonight here on Victory Road is the night that we all want to see. We already kicked things off with the Tag Team Championship. Now let's see on how this women match goes, and we will see on how all 3 women will do here tonight. The question is, can these women actually gain some momentum? Because like we saw right there, Brie Bella, she hasn't made her debut yet here tonight, but we haven't seen her debut in a while, but now we're seeing her debut here tonight, as right now we are seeing the lunatic herself,
And her opponent, first,
and that is Nikki Cross. But the question is, if you were in a triple threat match with any of these, if you were a referee and you were in a triple threat match with all these 3 women, how would you actually try to do if this actually happened? Because we all know that Nikki Cross, we've been seeing her popping on and off every once in a while. Brie Bella, we haven't seen her debut yet, but as we all know, the third and final woman is actually a former UCPW Women's Champion, and that is Dana Brooke. How would these 3 women have a huge advantage going into this matchup?
Well, when it comes to Dana Brooke brings the experience. She's wrestled in UCPW enough to know the bridge on the road. When it comes to Nikki Cross, she's the unpredictability. You don't know what she can do in the ring. She's all crazy. And then when it comes to Brie Bella, she has the surprise edge before in UCPW. So there's no question on what she will be able to do in the ring.
Okay, so, and like we said, triple threat rules right here. These 3 women are ready, set up here tonight. as this matchup is underway right now. As you see right here, Dana Brooke just going out the arena ring. She already at the start of the bell went out in the ring, and now just Nikki Cross doing some damage to Brie Bella right now. That's a bit of good strategy by Dana Brooke right there. She's just taking her time. Now she's just taunting at the corner, and now Nikki Cross with that huge body cross. Now just a huge Lutez press to Dana Brooke. Looks like already Nikki Cross is already making an impact here in this matchup already. Now I think both Brie Bella and Dana Brooke have to watch out for Nikki Cross, because how would you feel if you were Dana Brooke and Brie Bella actually trying to weaken Nikki Cross? The question is, how can you even weaken Nikki Cross?
Well, Nikki Cross is definitely one tough girl. She's from Scotland, and you know, people from Scotland, you know, they're pretty tough. And you know, Nikki Cross has that never say die attitude to her, and that definitely will be on display in this matchup.
Right. But if you were actually Dana Brooke and Brie Bella, wouldn't you want to try to cooperate in this matchup to actually try to weaken Nikki Cross?
That may be a useful strategy to try to take out one opponent. But sometimes we've seen that in the past. Sometimes that strategy, sometimes it falls as the victims will then fall with each other, because remember, it's a triple threat match. So either one of these three can come out the winner. So you can form a short alliance, but every alliance one day will be broken.
Right, sure. We just saw a bit of fighting between both Dana Brooke and Brie Bella, but now Nikki Cross trying to get back in this matchup. She just knocked out Brie Bella onto the outside. Now she just does a huge backbreaker to Dana Brooke right now. See right here, Brie Bella trying to she's trying to get back up, but Dana Brooke with a huge hurricane reversal. Now it's back to Brie Bella versus Dana Brooke right now. And Nikki Cross out of the blue just getting back up at an instant. Braun Strowman's on the rampage at UCPW. Better watch out, guys. I mean, he might not be on the roster, Ross. He might not be in the UCPW roster, Ross, but thanks. And see right here.
Yeah, Braun Strowman is contracted to GCW, so you won't be seeing Braun Strowman in GCW for a little bit.
For now.
Yeah, for a little bit.
And see right here, Dana Brooke already going for the pin on Brie Bella as Nikki Cross just got back up. And with a 1 count, Brie Bella kicked out. Now Dana Brooke is just, for some reason, taunting. I don't know why she's always... I don't know what's with her and taunting always in this match. She's been taunting throughout this whole matchup. Can you explain why she's doing this or something like that? And maybe she's trying to gain some stamina back.
Maybe maybe it's helping her gain momentum? Who knows?
Maybe she wants to prove a point, or maybe she might be sending a message to Naomi that she wants to get that championship back. See right here, now Nikki Cross and Dana Brooke are actually going back and forth, but now Dana Brooke is actually doing some damage. But no, it looks like Brie Bella reversed. Now she's going for like a backbreaker right there, and just knocking down Dana Brooke with a huge forearm. And now Brie Bella paying homage to her husband Daniel Bryan. Oh, and with those striking kicks right there, that could be knocking out Brie Bella going for the pin right now. 1, 2, and a 3 count with those strikes in the head and the gut of Dana Brooke. Brie Bella wins this matchup. All these 3 women went back and forth with each other, but as you see right here in the replay, that huge striking kick by Brie Bella. Seeing it again. For that knocked the living heck out of Dana Brooke. As you see right there, Nikki Cross already trying to get back up, but the ref already counted the 3 count And that leaves Brie Bella actually gain the momentum in this match. Now, as you were Brie Bella, that could lead a huge advantage heading into the season.
Well, it's going to be difficult to regroup after that amazing triple threat.
Maybe this victory will lead to a championship, as you like to say much on my side. Maybe this will be a potential title shot for Brie Bella as she is victorious in this matchup.
Maybe. But right now, let's head into our next match, in which we will see another championship up for grabs here tonight, and that will be a 6-pack challenge here tonight, as we will see, as you guys saw on the last episode of UCPW SmackDown, you guys saw Michael P.S. Hayes actually win the UCPW Hardcore Championship, but now, tonight at Victory Road, he will be defending that Hardcore Championship again. This will be his first defense here tonight. The question is, who will be actually challenging who will be challenging Michael P.S. Hayes after just gaining it at this UCPW episode? We saw the likes of Elias and Lars Sullivan and Kane, Bossman, almost everybody in that matchup in UCPW. At that same time, in the end, it was down to Eric Young and Michael P.S. Hayes, and it was actually Hayes going for the pin on Eric Young with a huge back and forth momentum between Eric Young, Michael Hayes, and Lars Sullivan. But in the end, it was a matchup of the ages that we will never forget here in UCPW, as those three men took it towards the roof. And now we will see on who Michael Hayes will actually defend the UCPW Hardcore Championship against. Now, if you were Hayes going into the 6-pack challenge, how would you feel on having to defend it against 5 other men in this matchup?
Well, now I think UCPW, that's kind of the norm nowadays in UCPW, where the title is going to be defended against 5 men. It can be defended against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can also be defended against even the whole roster. That's the thing about UCPW. It's the hardcore championship, meaning that as soon as you win it, you can lose it just as quick. So it's definitely going to be a lot of action in the 6-pack challenge for the hardcore championship. But whether Michael Hayes likes it or not, he has to find a way to walk out with that title.
Right, job, my friend. At the same time, it's only like these matches, like you always see, 4-way Extreme Rules matches, 6-pack challenges like we're seeing here tonight, 8-pack challenges like we saw on the last episode of UCPW SmackDown. It's all about that hardcore championship. Anything's up for grabs. Anybody can even take the title off of anybody. And apparently it looks like one of these men is actually another man in the Best in World Series. Apparently it looks like Rob Van Dam is actually looking to gain the UCPW Hardcore. Another man for getting another man in the Best in World Series who just beated John Cena on the last episode of UCPW SmackDown. RVD is now trying to gain that UCPW Hardcore Championship here tonight. What a shocker this is. This could be another man that could be actually walk into the Best in World Series with a title around their waist. And now you see right here, it apparently looks like one of our light heavyweight competitors, and that is Akira Tozawa, is actually looking to gain the UCPW Hardcore Championship as well. We haven't seen much of Tozawa. The last time we saw him was on the first episode of UCPW SmackDown in Season 3, but now it looks like Tozawa might be trying to gain that Hardcore Championship. That could lead a huge impact to his career here in UCPW. Magnus, who else might be competing. And it looks like another member of Sanity looks like a member of Sandy is actually trying to come out and gain the UCPW Hardcore Championship. Well, the question is, which one would it be? There's possible endings. Who would you pick that could be competing in who would be representing Sandy to actually gain the Hardcore Championship?
That's an unpredictable question. As unpredictable Sanity is. But if my money was probably on the good side, I'd probably have to be who was fighting Michael Hayes in the last one and Eric Young. Because we all saw how close Eric Young was to capturing that UCPW Hardcore Championship. And maybe that gave a sense of maybe Eric Young maybe he can actually do it this time.
Actually, you were wrong, my friend, because apparently Eric Young is actually coming back out to trying to gain the UCPW Hardcore Championship yet again. You weren't wrong, my friend. Apparently, they just announced that it was Eric Young who will be trying to get the UCPW Hardcore Championship again, representing Sanity. So you weren't wrong right there, my friend. So this could be a huge. This is the second time that he's gone for the Hardcore Championship, and now it looks like we're seeing Magnus here yet again here in UCPW. We haven't seen him much as of late. Last time we saw him was back at Season 2, but now it looks like Magnus is gonna try yet again to get that UCPW Hardcore Championship. You know they failed last time he tried to get the Hardcore Championship, but maybe this could be his night to actually gain the UCPW Hardcore Championship. We'll have to see, as we know that it's going to be live on demand. It looks like, oh boy, and apparently backstage I heard that Gunner was talking to his man to actually get a tag team partner in the tag team division, but now it looks like Psycho Sid is actually going to try to get that UCPW Hardcore Championship. He could be another man that could be actually, since he teamed up with Gunner as of late, he could be going into, teaming. Imagine if it was Gunner actually accepting, if Psycho Sid was Hardcore Champion, and then Gunner accepted the challenge, how would these two actually feel going up against each other?
That could definitely set some that could definitely have some tensions between those two in the Best in the World Series. As who knows what could happen in this match. This match could start the tensions, or it could lead to something later on in the future. We'll have to see about this.
Maybe. Death Gamer, I want to congratulate you on 2,600 subscribers, but I don't know. I'll see about it. But see right there, the pyro right there saying that Psycho Sid is here in the UCPW arena tonight. But now, there's only one more man, and that is the current UCPW Hardcore Champion, and that is Michael P.S. Hayes, representing the Fabulous Freebirds. But now, the question is, see right here, Michael Hayes is pumped up and ready to actually defend his Hardcore Championship here tonight. Question is, now that the 6 combatants are here, this matchup is underway. Now as you see right here, Magnus is going on. He's going after Tozawa. RVD and Eric Young are going at it, and Michael Hayes is already attacking Psycho Sid. If you had to pick a potential winner in this whole matchup, who would it be? It would have to be either a member in the Best in World Series who just defeated John Cena on the last episode of UCPW, that is RVD. You can actually, or the Japanese light heavyweight here in UCPW, Akira Tozawa, the one and only Magnus, the lunatic psycho Eric Young, that huge Psycho Sid, or it could be the Hardcore Champion. You had to pick one. Who would it be?
That would be that is pretty hard, because you know RVD definitely has, I think RVD definitely has betting odds on his side because of the fact that he beat John Cena last week in UCPW. That probably might give people to go for RVD in this matchup.
He's simply
But
Maybe.
then you have Eric Young, who's just like Sanity. All of Sanity is pretty unpredictable. So it's kind of, you know, you can't tell with that one.
Who you're rooting for. Look at this. Looking to catch him off guard.
It's all possible here. Plus, the title's 24/7. So basically, if any one of these men actually gain the hardcore championship, another one of these men can actually just head to the back and just attack him from behind. But now it looks like Madness went for the pin on Tozawa, but Tozawa kicked out. Now Eric Young going into Boston Crab. RVD reverses. But like we said, RVD picking up that huge victory against John Cena on the last episode of UCPW SmackDown. That was a huge advantage for RVD. If my mind serves me correctly, he actually gained that 7 points in the Best of World Series. But now RVD has to focus on gaining the UCPW Hardcore Championship. But now the question is, if you are RVD, and after coming off of that huge victory against John Cena, and that you were trying to go get the Hardcore Championship, what could be the strategy going into this matchup?
He's not giving up that easy. Sid is on rampage and the crowd is loving.
I don't know if you really come into a Hardcore Championship match with a strategy other than just simply survive. That's a tough one for strategy, because you can't win these matches early, but you can lose your opportunity at this match at winning the championship very quickly.
You never know. Let's see right here, Matt is on roll, going for the pin on Tozawa. 1, 2, and no, a 2 count. Akira Tozawa kicks out. And now RVD now working on Psycho Sid. Eric Young with that huge elbow. What's RVD doing? Oh, and what a moonsault by Rob Van Dam. Picking up Psycho Sid. Now Sid just tossing RVD to the ground. Now Eric Young working on Michael Hayes. As we all know that both these men were back and forth were the last 2 men in the matchup. But now I see right here with Psycho Sid with that huge power bomb going for the pin, but no, it looks like somebody broke it up right there. It looks like he wasn't finished with. Looks like he wants to finish with RVD, but now he's trying to get. He's got RVD now. Just slam him down to the mat. And now Tozawa. Ooh, and what a shining wizard by Akira Tozawa. Now, ooh, and what a slam by Psycho Sid, and a bulldog by Michael Hayes. Tozawa right now just staring into Michael Hayes' eyes right now. But now, it looks like Tozawa is going to go for those suplexes. Michael Hayes was going for the DDT, but now it looks like Tozawa reversed the clean sweep. Now he's working on Michael Hayes' arm right now, just twisting it right now. Madness with that snap suplex, just tossing Psycho Sid, tossing RVD. And now Tozawa going for the pin on Michael Hayes too. And a 3 count. Michael Hayes already at the start of that eliminated in this match. And now Tozawa with a what a huge snapping suplex that was too. RVD knocking RVD out. What a shocker this is. That Michael Hayes is the first man to actually be eliminated in this matchup. How would you feel he actually were Hayes and actually eliminated first in this match?
That would definitely be crushing, and that'd definitely be a shocker. How long Hayes lasts in this matchup? Not too long, just he is the first one. Definitely not the best showing of Michael Hayes. But maybe he'll get back into hardcore title contention.
And now looks like Sid just giving Madness a choke slam. And now RVD, I think he went for that 5-star frog splash. And now he's going after Psycho Sid. And now Eric Young pinning Tozawa after that 5-star frog splash too. And Eric Young eliminating Akira Tozawa. And now Eric Young, and now RVD going for the pin on Sid. 1, 2, and Psycho Sid kicks out. Already, 2 men have been eliminated in this matchup. Going for the pin, Madness. 2. Looks like RVD was trying to break the pin up. So already chaos here in this matchup right here. RVD with that huge drop kick at the back of the head. Getting the breather right here. Eric Young and Sid are getting back up. RVD trying to taunt Magnus right now, but now Sid's got Eric Young. Now he's going for that military bench press. Owen just slamming, and now Sid just slamming.
Doesn't show any signs of getting up here, guys. No, he's taking
Eric Young down.
beating,
And now Psycho Sid. RVD powerbomb! Powerbomb by Psycho Sid and a brainbuster by Magnus. 1, 2, and RVD kicks out after 2 vicious powerbombs by Psycho Sid. And now it's like Madness. Oh, and Eric reverses. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and no. Eric Young kicks out. Now RVD going for the pin on Sid. 1, 2, and Psycho Sid kicks out. It's all pandemonium here tonight. But we're down to 4 right here. Magnus, RVD, Psycho Sid, and Eric Young, and Madness with that Michinoku driver. Let's do a 2K surfers. And now, Magnus right now looking to gain some momentum. But now RVD going to the middle rope. What's he doing? Sid getting back up, and now, oh, what a hurricane by RVD, and a huge power bomb by Eric Young going for the top. What's he doing? And an elbow by Eric Young. It looks like a moonsault right there by RVD, but now Eric Young just striking the living heck out of RVD. Now Rob reverses. Now Rob putting Eric into the corner. RVD slamming Eric Young down. What's he going for? He's going for another moonsault off the rope, but now just striking Magnus down. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and 3. Magnus has been eliminated thanks to RVD. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the final 3. RVD, Eric Young, and Psycho Sid. One of these 3 men are gonna be going for the hardcore, are gonna be a new hardcore championship. But now Eric Young with that power driver. Psycho Sid going for the pin. 1, 2, and 3. We're actually down to the final 2. Psycho Sid and Eric Young. One of these 2 men are actually gonna be the UCPW hardcore champion. And now Eric Young, what's he doing? Go for a back suplex. What a move that was by Eric Young. Pick up Psycho Sid. What's he doing? And a huge snipe. What a huge DDT that was by Eric Young. Going for the pin on Psycho Sid. 1, 2, and a 2 count. Psycho Sid kicks out yet again.
Still trying to get back to his feet here.
Even Eric is wondering in the corner, how is this possible? How is he going to defeat Psycho Sid? And now Sid reversing, working on the arm of Eric Young. Oh, it looks like Psycho Sid was going for a huge boot. Eric reverses. Sid reversed after that. And Eric Young just hit Psycho Sid with a huge right knee. With huge kicks into the chest. Now he's just going for the pin. Oh, now he's got his feet on the rope. Ref, look. 1, 2, and 2 count. Psycho Sid still kicks out. Basically, we're down to the 2 craziest men in UCPW here today. And now Eric Young trying to choke them and heck out Psycho Sid. How is that possible?
He's sending a message to the entire WWE locker room here.
And now Eric picking up Sid. Right on the side. Ross comes out to the ring and hits everyone with a steel chair.
This one's getting ugly.
Oh, and just with that straight punch, Psycho Sid has busted Eric Young open with a huge choke slam. And now Sid going for the pin. 1, 2, and Psycho Sid has become the new UCPW Hardcore Champion. All 6 men gave it all they got, but in the end, it was Psycho Sid coming out victorious here tonight. What a victory this is for this man, Psycho Sid. But now, Psycho Sid walks out of the arena with the Hardcore Championship. Now, wouldn't you agree that now the roster has a target on their backs?
That could be a possibility for Psycho Sid. That could be a possibility that now Psycho Sid is Hardcore Champion. But we'll see if that is really the statement. How long he can keep that Hardcore Championship.
Maybe. But now, let's head to the next match. Well, I've heard that Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder have issued an open challenge to any tag team in the back or anybody else who's willing to step up to them. And that is the question, who will be accepting the challenge. Do you have any predictions on who it might be?
I can't say. I can't say who it's gonna be. We'll have to find out.
Yeah, but you have to think on a team that could be anybody, like anybody from like GCW, scene that we haven't seen yet in a team that we haven't seen yet in UCPW. If you had to think of one that can actually challenge Hawkins and Ryder, who would it be? Okay. And you see right here, the crowd is pumped up here tonight. Let's see right here, Zack Ryder looking ready as he is here in UCPW. But now, the question is, if he can have any speculations, I see right here, how was it actually to have Zack Ryder in GCW?
It's the internet sensation.
I mean,
Zack Ryder.
clearly you could have.
The power of social media better
Clearly,
than Zack Ryder.
he's bound to roll with Mojo Rawley. But at the same time, anything is possible. And plus, his tag team partner has actually been back and forth. We've been seeing back and forth every once in a while, but now Hawkins here tonight, and we'll have to see on who the team that who's issued the challenge is. What? Wait a minute. It can't be. You gotta be kidding me. They can't be here, can they? Oh my god, they're here! Things are about to be woken or broken here in UCPW, cause Team Extreme, Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys are here in UCPW!
Guys, this one promises to be
What a shocker this is!
but as they say,
What an appearance this is!
Michael, though in this case, I think we're safe.
What a shocking this is! Both the Hardy Boys are here in UCPW. These two are actually looking to as Matt would call, delete Hawkins and Ryder in this matchup. But the question is this possible? Sabella's on the way right here. Is it here calling elbow? Jeff Hardy. I'm just shocked right now.
Sounds like
Matt
all of Richmond
and
is in the
Jeff
arena right now. That's
here
how
in
loud it is.
UCPW. Issuing the open challenge to Hawkins and Ryder.
Just making his presence felt there. What do you
And now
think
she's
Jeff
here,
Hardy's mindset is right
Zach
now?
Ryder
What does he
reversing.
need to do to make sure his team comes out on top here?
It's still
Ryder
early,
right now.
but I really like what I'm seeing from him and his partner here tonight. He can dial things up in there if that's what the situation calls for, but I really don't think that's what he's thinking of at the moment.
And now a huge elbow into the skull on the back of Jeff Hardy. Oh, and what a neck breaker.
Neck breaker.
And just because that the Hardy Boys issued the open challenge, that possibly doesn't mean that they will have a full contract, but you never know what can happen here in UCPW. Anything is possible. Let's see right here, Jeff Hardy already getting back in it. Apparently I had the boys, apparently I had some guys knowing, apparently Edge and Christian apparently offered apparently I saw Edge and, actually I think, if I'm my history correctly, Edge and Christian actually came into my office and they've heard of what Ryder Hawkins were doing tonight. So apparently they said that they made a call to the Hardy Boys, and apparently that's what's leading to this matchup tonight.
Long Island iced Z.
Zack Ryder's never short on energy, never short
No, Ross, there's like 2 more matches. I see right here Hawkins with that DDT, going for that drop kick, but Jeff reversing. Hawkins dropping Jeff Hardy down. And now, Hawkins working on the arm of Jeff Hardy. Oh, and what a strike. 2. Kurt Hawkins, but now Jeff makes the tag to his brother Matt, and now Hawkins is actually doing some damage. He and Ryder has actually been on a roll in this matchup, but now it looks like, oh, and it looks like Matt Hardy. Like I said, apparently Edge and Christian came into my office and they said that they called them. They heard of what Hawkins and Ryder were doing. Apparently they said in their words that they called a few friends that they know to accept the challenge. That's apparently in their mind. So basically I didn't tell the Hardy Boys to appear. It was all Edge and Christian. But now Hawkins is actually doing some damage right now. Tagging Zack Ryder right now. Both Hawkins and Ryder are actually doing a good job in this matchup.
Zack Ryder is a force within the ring.
And plus, Neil, you had Zack Ryder in with Mojo before. How was it like to having Ryder in GCW?
We didn't see much of Zack Ryder at GCW, but Zack Ryder definitely tried his hardest out there in GCW.
Alright, but now that he's teaming up with Hawkins, the question is, do you actually see Hawkins and Ryder as potential future UCPW, you can see them as possible tag team champions in the future?
He's lining them up.
We'll have to see on that as no one knows what can happen in UCPW.
Right, well, as you see right there, Zack Ryder apparently hitting the Rough Rider on Matt Hardy. 1, 2, and no, Matt Hardy kicks out. See, Ryder. Apparently, it looks like Hawkins and Ryder are working together. They've been out rolling this matchup. And that would be what they would have to do if they had to go for the tag titles. Now it looks like Jeff Hardy.
And the match is still going on. You can't help but question.
Don't have flying lug, crossbody.
If you ask me, it might be time for a change. This is one of the more evenly matched contests we've seen in quite some time.
Now Jeff, what a huge snap. That was. Jeff. Twist of fate! Twist of fate by Jeff Hardy. Now going for the pin on Ryder. Hawkins breaks it up.
He misses there. You just can't miss by that much, Cole.
You see Matt Hardy getting out of the ring right now. Hawkins and Ryder were on a roll in this matchup, but it looks like Jeff Hardy is actually going to be calling for an end right here as he hits Ryder with that Swanton bomb. Going for the pin right now. 1, 2, and it looks like the Hardy Boys win the match. But at the same time, both Hawkins and Ryder looked pretty strong in this matchup in the middle, but at the end, apparently it was the Hardy Boys who came out on top, and these two have made an impact, apparently here in UCPW. But now, the question is, will this lead to a future matchup with the new tag team champions, Batista and Randy Orton? That's a possibility in the future, but the Hardy Boys making an appearance here tonight, winning the matchup. Congratulations to the Hardy Boys in their first matchup here. But now, ladies and gentlemen, let's head into our co-main event, in which it will be. I like to say this first, ladies and gentlemen. I had a bit of talk with some of the guys backstage in a meeting. I told them that we would be presenting a new championship here tonight. So I asked if there was anybody to step up and go for the championship. Apparently I have 4 men that want this championship. So, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight, I'd like to say this. We are unveiling a new UCPW championship. It might be a shocker to some of you people, but I'm not kidding. We have a new UCPW championship. And plus, the credit on the design of the championship, I did a minimum work, but not a lot. But the design of the championship, I have to give it to my colleague right here. I have to give huge thanks for my colleague right here. You know, thank you for the design. I actually like it. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight, in this fatal 4-way Extreme Rules match, not only will the winner actually gain a victory in this matchup, but tonight, we will be crowning the first ever UCPW Grand Champion. I know that might be a shock to some of you people. You can rant at me in the comments if you want. But I just thought it'd be good for UCPW. And don't worry, I'm not turning into the authority. I just thought that it'd be good to have another minor championship in UCPW. But like I said, 4 men have stepped up to the challenge. And they are the Cowboy James Storm, Mankind, Kane, and Chris Jericho. And you see right here, Mankind is actually looking to actually be crowned the first ever UCPW Grand Champion, but at the same time, anything is possible. It's a 25% advantage here tonight, but you are one of these men. Who would you actually go for? The weird and actually unusual Mankind, the Cowboy James Storm, the silent former UCPW Hardcore the former UCPW World Heavyweight Champion and Chris Jericho, or would you actually go for the former UCPW Hardcore Champion in Kane?
It's a tough prediction there. You can't. It's really tough. It's really tough to pick just one of them. They're all very talented in their own ways. It will be interesting to see who walks out with that new UCPW champion.
Maybe, but at the same time, since it's a new championship, and that these four men have stepped up to the challenge, I was actually surprised that these four actually wanted the championship. To be honest, I did not think that anybody would have agreed on the championship. So I'm actually surprised that these four men actually have stepped up to the challenge. That takes guts here in UCPW. But at the same time, there can only be one distinctive winner in this matchup. At the same time, anything is possible in UCPW. And see right here, Kane is now making his way into the ring. As you see right here, he first gained the Hardcore Championship like last week, and then out of the blue, the other night on UCPW SmackDown, we see him defend it in an Apex Challenge and lost it. But now Kane is actually looking to become the first ever UCPW Grand Champion. And see right there, ladies and gentlemen, that's what it's all about. The UCPW Grand Championship on the line here tonight. All these four men know what's at stake. You see in Mankind's eyes, you can see Jericho's pumped up already. Kane, he's all worked up and ready. Storm is ready. This matchup is underway. And see right here, Jericho's already going after Kane right now. Mankind is working on Storm. And you had to actually pick a distinctive winner. Who would it be? I mean, all these men are talented, but you had to pick one. Who would it be?
I think that Jericho might be able to shine out from the rest. He beat Bret Hart in his debut UCW matchup, and also in a return match. Interesting to see where Jericho is going to go. I think Jericho definitely does have the experience advantage over. So I think Jericho will definitely step out to try to get this new.
Maybe. And at the same time, like I said, a bit of a confrontation between Jericho and Hart. I wonder if that would be a disadvantage to Jericho actually going into this matchup, because apparently I'm actually getting a word from the board of UCPW that at UCPW Vengeance, it will actually be Jericho versus Bret Hart in an Iron Man submissions only match.
The Devil's favorite demon, Kane.
It was an interesting matchup right there. Probably should have called it maybe. We can worry about that another day. It's actually definitely getting out.
But maybe it would be an ultimate. Like, yeah, I think that would be working best. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be having the first ever Ultimate Submissions match between Bret Hart and Chris Jericho in the UCPW arena at Vengeance. I see right here Jericho is getting a weapon, but no, he gets a table already. See right here, I think Storm's already been busted open. Storm just striking Mankind down. Oh, and that's weird how both Storm and Kane actually picked up both Mankind and Jericho at the same time. Now, both men have Kane is choking out the living heck out of Jericho, but now Storm is working on the leg of Mankind. I think Kane was going to go for a suplex, but Jericho reverses. Mankind knocking down Storm. Oh, and I don't think that was a wise thing to do of Jericho, just slapping in the face of Kane hard. But now, as you see right here, now Jericho is actually trying to focus. Now Mankind is focusing on Jericho right now. But no, it looks like Jericho has Mankind in the walls. He's getting him in the walls. It connects. But apparently if Mankind taps out, that won't count because this is not a false count anywhere match. As you see right there, Storm just taunting in front of Kane right now in the corner. But now Jericho's just taunting in the ring right now. But now he should be paying attention. Oh, and Storm knocking out Kane with that table. But now it looks like Jericho's trying to get Mankind up, but Mankind reverses. Looks like Jericho's going to go for the code breaker, but Mankind reverses. And now Kane, Fisher strikes into the skull of James Storm, going for the pin. 1. Oh, and a code breaker to Jericho by Kane. And Jericho not going for the pin. Looks like he wants to go after Storm, but it looks like no. Apparently now he goes for a pin, but now Storm knocks down the referee to make sure that Jericho doesn't get the pinfall victory and get the Grand Championship. But now Storm has Jericho into a corner with a huge clothesline. Referee's getting back up, as so is Kane. And now Storm with a huge strike. Now, what a huge backbreaker that was. Oh, and a backstabber by... That was weird. A backstabber by Storm to Kane. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, a Bulldog to Jericho by Mankind. Going for the pin. Storm 1 and a 1 count. And now, looks like Kane is toying with The Undertaker, which at the next UCPW event, ladies and gentlemen, it will be Kane versus Undertaker in a Best in World Series. But now it looks like Mankind was going for the mandible claw, but Jericho breaks it up. Jericho with a Michinoku driver, going for the pin on Kane. Mankind won, and Mankind breaks up the pinfall. All 4 of these men are looking strong in this matchup. They know what's at stake. If you were any of these 4 men, how would this lead if you were going after a championship like the Grand Champion?
Concept and not many people know about what this championship's about. So this match definitely is going to introduce the hopefully, you know, we don't see where the championship is going to go from here. But this is definitely going to see, but this will definitely set the pace probably for the Grand Championship, when this is going to be the debut match for the championship. So we'll have to see who can come up and who will be the representing figure of the Grand Championship.
I'm sure, my friend, but now Storm going for the signature right there. Going for that. Now Jericho, he's better focused on Storm as he's going for the pin. 1, 2, and 3. Apparently Jericho not focusing. He has Mankind on his shoulders, probably in shock right now, but Storm with that signature, pinning Kane right there in the middle of the ring. See right here, boom, landing Kane face first, going for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and congratulations to James Storm on becoming the new UCPW Grand Champion. What a victory this is for that man right there here in UCPW. His career has escalated fast here in UCPW. What victory this is. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening, in which we will see another concept of a match. It will be a no-holds-barred Iron Man 20-minute match, where you will see two of our best here tonight actually compete in one ring at the same time. As you will see, our UCPW World Heavyweight Champion Bob Roode actually make an appearance here tonight, and will actually go up against a competitor in the Best in World Series, and that man is The Undertaker, who's been a back and forth as of late in Best in World Series. But, ladies and gentlemen, this no holds barred Iron Man match is 20 minutes in the matchup. These two men know what can happen here tonight, but these two men know what what could lead to them in the future. Bobby Roode in a rivalry with Tyler Breeze currently, Taker in the Best in World Series currently. This could be a taste of what we might be seeing in the future at best, possibly at Best in the World, at our Best in the World pay-per-view. This could be a taste of what we might be seeing if Taker can get back in with those points. At the same time, anything is possible here in the UCPW arena. This matchup will be a matchup for the ages here. And see right here, the lights go out, the gong hits, and see the fire. You see the pyro of the flames. That going to mean that the dead man is here in the UCPW arena right now, and the Undertaker is looking to actually gain the points. As like I said, it will be both Kane versus the Undertaker on the next UCPW SmackDown episode for Best in the World. In the Best in World Series match, it will be brother versus brother. But the question is, which brother can be the top one in the Best in World Series? You are Undertaker right now, who's currently in the Best in World Series and is currently going to go on in this match. How would you actually feel that you have to worry about both this match and the Best in World Series at the same time?
I don't think Undertaker's going to be too focused right now on his match with Kane, as he has a bigger task in hand, and that is facing the current UCPW World Champion in Bobby Roode.
Right, but if you're
So
Bobby
Undertaker should more focus on that, and then think about the message that would be if Undertaker is able to defeat Bobby Roode in this matchup. Think about the statement that's going to make to the whole UCPW roster, and not only to the world champion, it's the Best in the World participants.
Maybe, but at the same time, but the question is, if you're Bobby Roode, and if you're in a rivalry with Tyler Breeze currently, if you actually lose to the dead man himself, would that mean that Taker could leave the Best of the World, put the Best in World Series behind, and actually go after the World Heavyweight Championship in an instant?
Who knows what that could be? Who knows what that will lead to? Who knows what that was going to lead to? What happens after this matchup? We'll have to see.
Let's see right there, Undertaker showing no fear here in this match as he goes into the matchup. And as you see right here, the lights go out, and with the music playing right now, this could be leading to our glorious two-time UCPW World Heavyweight Champion, Bobby Roode. And at the same time, Bobby Roode, after going back and forth going back and forth with Tyler Breeze, we all know how those two are actually in a rivalry currently, but at the same time, if you were Tyler Breeze and you're watching this matchup, would you be actually watching what every move that Bobby Roode might do in this matchup against The Undertaker?
That would be a good idea because this match is a time-paced match. It'd be a nice idea to study what Bobby Roode is going to be doing, because remember, at Vengeance, these two, they will have their third collision for the championship. The championship has changed hands between these two guys. The question is, will it change hands again, or will Bobby Roode still be holding that title? We'll have to find out. But first, Bobby Roode has to get through The Undertaker here tonight.
Maybe. But like I said, both Bobby Roode and Tyler Breeze are in a heated rivalry, so you can tell that Tyler Breeze might be watching this matchup. But at the same time, Bobby Roode, if he had to have a way to actually try to defeat The Undertaker, the question is, how can he?
From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in
How can he actually put down the dead man?
World Heavyweight Champion, Bobby Roode.
Well, that's going to be a question that Bobby Roode is going to have to, that's something that Bobby Roode is going to have to do in this matchup. And I don't think Bobby Roode is trying to share about his match strategy earlier on before the match, because I don't think he would want to jinx it in any way possible. So I think the best way to be just to watch Bobby Roode take on The Undertaker.
Maybe. But at the same time, we all know what Taker can do in the ring. But at the same time, he's going up against our World Heavyweight Champion. The two men that have been back and forth in UCPW are actually colliding here tonight. You can see the eyes of Dead Man. He's ready. Bobby Roode is ready. The 20 minutes are in on the clock, and this matchup is underway. Bobby Roode have actually not put down the he has actually put down the Undertaker on his feet right now. And now Bobby Roode already on the outside. Looks like he's going for a weapon and going for that steel baseball bat. Oh, and looks like he's trying to use it as a weapon. Oh, and just striking the Undertaker right now. But now Undertaker, he didn't even feel any damage to that baseball bat, as you saw right there. Now Undertaker trying to get back in this matchup. I see Undertaker right now trying to weaken Bobby Roode already. But now it looks like both men are going back and forth with each other. Oh, and an elbow right there by Bobby Roode, knocking down the Undertaker. Now going for the submission already, trying to get a point in the best in the world in this matchup right here. Pardon me, I almost said best World Series. But Bobby Roode right now. What's he doing? Oh, and what a flapjack! Undertaker landing on that baseball bat. That's gotta hurt the ribs of the Undertaker right there.
The lightning, the flames of hell, the smoke.
But now Taker, oh, and just slamming Bobby Roode down hard on the mat. And now Taker, what's he doing? Knocking down Bobby again. Now working on the side and shoulder of Bobby Roode right now.
There is no other figure more intimidating, more dominating.
Undertaker right now. Grab Bobby, but Bobby reverses. Roode, what's he doing? Oh, and what a huge Tiger suplex right there by Bobby Roode. What's he doing? Oh, it looks like he was going to go for a punch right on top of the Undertaker. But now Taker reversing, going for the pin on Bobby Roode. One, and almost a 2 count right there. Taker almost had the first point right there.
The tombstone drives Undertaker's
But now Undertaker, he's got the baseball bat, and oh, now he's not only hit it one time. Never mind, he's trying to use it twice. Oh, and just hitting the skull of Bobby Roode right now. They're now working on the leg of Roode by the Undertaker right now. And you saw right there, Taker just throwing out that baseball bat. Now, choke slam by the Undertaker. Now he's picking up Bobby Roode. Taker could be getting the first point right here. So he's going for the tombstone pile driver. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and no, Bobby Roode kicks out.
For the dead man, the move has signified the end of rivalries and in some cases the end of careers, like we saw at WrestleMania 26. When Undertaker
and saw right there, we might have saw Taker use the baseball bat, but we saw him throw it out, and he's saying to himself that's not how he wants to end it, on how he wants to do the damage on his opponent. But you heard the crowd saying you still got it, showing the respect to the Undertaker. But now Bobby Roode actually taking a breather and hanging over into the crowd, actually trying to wonder what to do. But now Taker, we're taking it to the crowd right now. We're taking it to the crowd right now. And the fans, into the crowd, and the fans of UCPW right now, going to the, into our production area right there. Both Taker and Bobby Roode are taking it to the limits right now, into the crowd. They're now acting like it's a street fight here. And now Taker was striking punches to Bobby Roode, but now Bobby reverses. Oh, and what a huge straight up punch. Now both men are going back and forth with each other in the crowd with a huge headbutt by the Undertaker. And now Undertaker with a huge back suplex on that floor by the Undertaker. Now he's picking up that sledgehammer, almost hitting Bobby Roode with it. Oh, and just slamming Bobby Roode into, just slamming that sledgehammer into the gut of Bobby Roode. Now just putting it down, doesn't want to end it that way. But at the same time, working on the arm of Bobby. Now Undertaker, what's he doing? Oh, and a sidewalk slam! Bobby Roode landing on that steel mallet of the sledgehammer right now. Now Taker slamming Bobby Roode. And now Taker, he might be calling for an end right here. Might be getting the first point. He can. Tombstone pile driver. Again, a second tombstone going for the pin. 1, 2, and no, Bobby Roode. How is he still in this?
He's showing the heart of a warrior here tonight.
That's a huge pride in our world champion. Now reversing the Undertaker right now. Now Bobby Roode might be calling for an end. Bobby Roode with the glorious DDT on the outside in the crowd. Going for the pin. Going for the first pin. 1, 2, and no, the Undertaker kicks out. Both men are giving it. Oh no. And now Bobby Roode just striking the Undertaker with every weapon that there is. He just hit the Undertaker's ribs with that kendo stick. And now both men are giving each other back and forth moves right here. Bobby, what's he doing? Oh, and just slamming Undertaker's face into the mallet of the sledgehammer.
Going to need to start playing a little better defense.
Oh, and what a huge swinging neck breaker that was by Bobby Roode to the Undertaker. Now just slamming the Undertaker again with that kendo stick. Undertaker tossing Bobby Roode, laying on the floor again. Both men are going back and forth in this matchup. But it looks like Undertaker's mostly on a roll right here. Oh, and a kick into the gut of Bobby Roode by the Undertaker. Now just throwing Bobby into our production box right there. What's he doing? Taking him back into the UCPW crowd again. No, it looks like Bobby is reversing. Bobby, what's he doing? Now he's bringing Taker into the UCPW crowd yet again. Now it's Taker reversing. Both men are going back and forth, going back into our production and weapons area. But now, Bobby Roode and the Undertaker still in this. If you are now joined, you are now watching our main event. A huge, no-holds-barred Iron Man match as Undertaker goes for another tombstone to Bobby Roode. A third tombstone. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and the Undertaker gets the first point here in this main event tonight.
What's he got in mind?
Taker's got Bobby in submission. And you see the crowd is behind Undertaker.
Nicely done.
But now it looks like Bobby is reversed and gotten out of that submission. But now Undertaker trying to bring Bobby back into the crowd. But no, it looks like Bobby is reversing. But now he's grabbing Taker and grabbing him to the crowd yet again. But no, it looks like they're both heading into the crowd yet again. And see right there, the fans are gonna be enjoying this as they are in, as these people right here are the lucky folks right there, as these two men are battling out in the crowd right now. See right there, Taker giving some vicious strikes to Bobby Roode and just slamming into that side of the arena on that barricade by Taker, slamming Bobby Roode's head into it. Now just slamming Taker. And now both men are still fighting. Bobby Roode trying to get back in this. Undertaker keeps reversing every move that Bobby Roode does, but now just Bobby Roode with a kick into the gut. Now Taker reverses Bobby. Oh, and Taker goes over the barricade. Bobby Roode right now going over the barricade. Both men are back by the ring. And Undertaker with a huge clothesline going for the pin. Ref going for the pin. 1, 2, and Bobby Roode kicks out. What a matchup this is. Oh, now he's bringing the straps down. Undertaker means business right now. And you see right here Bobby Roode trying to get back in it. But now Bobby Roode, what's he doing? Undertaker hooked. And now Taker going and getting on the outside by the steps. Tombstone pile driver. The Undertaker might be looking to go 2-0 in this matchup. 1, 2, and 3. The Undertaker has now set it at 2-0. He is in the lead here tonight. And Bobby Roode trying to fight back in it. Oh, it looks like he was going to go for a cover, but Taker reverses. Now just throwing Bobby's head into the steel barricade. And now Bobby Roode with a half Boston Crab right there. Now Taker reverses. Oh, just throwing Bobby Roode. Now Taker is going back into the crowd, taking a moment to breathe. That could be a good strategy right there as Taker's still able to be in this match. No, now Bobby's back in it. Now just headbutts the back of the Undertaker and again. And again. And now Taker reverses. Oh, and a straight standing punch both these men have taken it into the crowd and fell back and forth throughout the arena.
The Undertaker got him there.
I think my colleague can agree that this matchup right here is pandemonium. This matchup cannot be contained. And as you see right there, that huge suplex given to Undertaker, just tossing Bobby Roode to the outside. Now Undertaker again, tombstone. A fifth tombstone to Bobby Roode. Ref going for the pin. 1, 2, and no, Bobby Roode kicks out, not making sure that it doesn't go 3-0.
These athletes seem to have tried everything in their playbook.
Now Taker, DDT on the outside.
But they'll find it.
Now Taker, he's got it in Hell's Gate. He's got it in Hell's Gate. Bobby Roode, he's gonna give up. No, and it looks like Bobby Roode gave up. Now it's Taker. 3-0. Taker in a clean sweep victory.
Got him with the elbow drop.
I see right there, those almost 5.5 minutes left, but now Bobby Roode with a huge fisherman suplex by Bobby Roode, going for the pin. 1, 2, and 3. Bobby Roode has made this 3-1. And one net breaker to the outside. You're Bobby Roode going into this matchup right now. Now what could be the strategy right now? Now it says 3-1.
He has to find some way to catch up in these next 5 minutes.
Right, as you see right there, Bobby Roode just hit Undertaker with that glorious DDT on the outside. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and no, Undertaker kicks out.
The way I see it, this might be a good time for the finisher.
Both men have given it all they got. Now Bobby Roode, what's he doing? Another huge flapjack. This matchup is pandemonium. Bobby right now just slamming Taker. Oh, and just with that slam onto the mat, Undertaker has been busted open. And now Taker gets back up and just slamming Bobby Roode with a back suplex. I see right here, there's about 4 minutes left on the clock. See right there, Taker. Oh, and just throwing Bobby into our turnbuckle post right there. Now Bobby just slamming down the Undertaker. Taker reversing. Both men are going back and forth.
The Undertaker is not someone to sleep on.
This matchup is so crazy. I can't even. I'm at a loss of words. I can't even speak right now. But now, Taker throwing Bobby right to the side of the barricade. Going it again, Hell's Gate. The ref. Oh, I think
Undertaker gets a late score.
I think Taker just got another submission right there, so that leads Taker 4-1. This is pandemonium. Taker is just taking a clean victory here. 3 minutes left, going for the pin. 1, 2, and no, Bobby Roode kicks out.
He misses on that one. Were his eyes even open?
Bobby Roode throws Taker into the barricade. Now just with those straight up punches to the Undertaker. Now Taker strike, coming strike, get back. Oh, and with those straight punches by Undertaker. Uh-oh. This could be bad for Bobby. Choke slam on that mat on the outside.
That is exactly what the Undertaker needed.
What a huge choke slam that was, but now it looks like Bobby Roode getting back up after that choke slam. After Taker just picked him up. And now Bobby looks like he was going to go for a suplex, but no, Undertaker reverses. Now he's got him in another Hell's Gate. He's going to Hell's Gate. Now Bobby Roode kicks out. Now it's 5-1. Taker is gonna win this match in the next 1 minute and 45 seconds left on the clock.
He gets it with a reversal.
Almost a minute left on the clock. Taker is gonna take this clean sweep victory.
Could this be it?
Going for the pin again. 1, 2, and no, Bobby Roode kicks out.
The longer this fight goes on, the more
This matchup is so crazy. They've taken it everywhere throughout the UCPW arena, the ring, the outside, and even into the crowd they are in by our production boxes. And now Bobby Roode, another fisherman suplex on the outside. 1, 2, and 3. Now it's 5 and 2 right now. And now Bobby Roode, what's he doing? And just slamming him down. Bobby Roode. Now, 1, 2, and no, the Undertaker gets out. 30 seconds left on the clock. As Bobby Roode is gonna take this he's gonna take this loss very distinctly right here. You see right here, Bobby trying to knock down the Undertaker before the 10 seconds are done left up in the clock. He's just weakening the Undertaker. And apparently the Undertaker, it looked like Bobby didn't even care. All he wanted was to weaken and damage the Undertaker. But now Undertaker, the timer is done. Undertaker wins this matchup. This matchup was pandemonium. This matchup was so crazy. They took it to the outside. They took it into the crowd. All around the UCPW arena. Wouldn't you agree that this matchup right here was pandemonium, my colleague?
It was a match. That's what this match was. This match was a match.
But now that just shows that everybody in the Best of World Series must watch out for the Undertaker. That could be leading a message to everybody in the roster to never mess with the Undertaker. But now, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of One Night Only. That is the end of One Night Only Victory Road. I want to thank you everybody for watching this huge event. If you enjoyed this, leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to see more UCPW action, actually One Night Onlys in the near future. Shouts out to, I believe Death Legend was his name, Ross, my colleague, for being here tonight. Everybody who comes here and watches my videos, because you guys are the true MVPs of this channel, and I will be seeing you guys next time. Until then, peace out.